Yeah. It's been a ride. I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one. Now some of you might still be in that place. If you're trying to get out, just follow me. I'll get you there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the visitor center of all freaking places. Yep. Look behind me. Cobb County Sheriff's Office, Adult Detention Facility and Visitor Center. We came in, made it into the door, and I'm going to flip this around so you can see that they've got this sign on the door that says no audio or video recording without express permission. Isn't that the First Amendment? So we walked in, and by the time we made it a few steps inside the door, a very large sheriff deputy walked over and put his hands on Georgia Community Watch, and then did the exact same thing to myself, shoved us out of the door. So somebody came out, a sergeant came out and said that it's their policy that we're not allowed to film in there. So, of course, I've done research on what you can and cannot do at county jails and state jails. The law says that we are allowed to film inside of a public facility as long as we do not record interactions between inmates and lawyers. So I'm going to go back in.
Sir, you may not have that camera on inside this building. You may not record anything.
This is a public lobby at a government-funded facility, and as long as I'm not recording transactions between inmates and their lawyers, it is perfectly lawful for me to do so.
Okay. All right. You may not record it here. Please turn that off. Please get it off me.
No.
Yeah, I might want some more authority up here.
I'm going to sit right down over here.
No, sir. You're going to leave this building.
Huh?
No, sir. You're going to either leave the building or turn that off.
And if I don't?
It's my privacy. I don't want to be recorded.
Well, you're in public. Don't worry about it. Look right there. Yeah, that's not a lawful sign. That's not a lawful sign. You're in public. Look right there. Is that not a camera?
Sir, please step outside with me and I'll discuss it with you.
I don't want to step outside. I want to record what you guys do on.
Okay, what I'm doing and what I'm doing
belly
right now,
bumping me is what you're doing.
No, I'm not, sir. What I'm doing is protecting the privacy of the visits that are going on behind me on video. And that's why I'm asking you not to record.
I'm not recording them.
Your camera is pointing right at where those video visits are taking place.
It's actually pointed right at your mug.
If I'm not
I'm recording, but I'm recording him.
If I wasn't in the way, it would be recording right at them.
That's not true.
Okay.
I didn't want anything to do with it over there.
Please be cool.
Well, I wanted to. But your deputy put his hands on me and shoved me out the door.
Okay.
You said, okay, like it's no big deal.
Did he hurt you?
Oh, so that's how the law works? It's only battery if someone gets hurt?
Just work with me, because I'm standing. The specific reason for me standing here is to block the camera from the people that I'm trying to keep their stuff private behind.
And that's why they have partitions up. I don't want to film anything going on with those guys at all.
Okay,
but this is
where your camera is pointing. It's pointing towards that stuff. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but can the eyes trespass?
What?
Can the eyes trespass?
Can the eyes trespass? If you're asking me a legal question, I know the answer.
Okay, I'm going to tell you no.
Know the answer.
So anything that I can see from a public place, to include this lobby, can be recorded.
Okay.
So if your main concern is of their safety, well-being, or privacy, then you probably ought to have a partition going all the way across.
So being able to see something and being able to record it and publish it are two different things.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Smith v. City of Cummings.
Sorry, if you want to cite a case to me, I don't know it.
No, I'm just letting you know.
Maybe
Smith v. Okay, and that's I'm because I know you guys are recording. Everything's being recorded. So Smith v. Cummings is a state case that was actually gone up to the 11th Circuit Court. Just take a look at that. Okay. It allows me to do this. As also, the Supreme Court has ruled that filming in public is legal.
Okay.
Not only that, but Georgia law states that I'm allowed to come into the visitor center and record anything I can see during visitors' hours, as long as I am not recording the interactions between an inmate and the lawyer. That's the only exceptions.
Okay.
So.
Okay, but look, if you feel like you're on solid ground, then no problem.
Well, that's why I'm sitting down.
Okay.
I am on solid ground.
Okay.
If someone else wants to come,
and I'm curious. I'm not disputing what you're saying for right now.
Okay.
But I'm curious what the purpose, what you're gaining.
The exact reason was when I walked in the door and that uneducated deputy put his hands on us, it was to make sure that you guys are aware of what the laws are when it comes to public photography.
Okay.
This is a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
So I am within all laws
Okay.
by doing this.
All right.
I am within case law by doing this. And I'm within my constitutional rights as an American citizen to do this.
Okay. And me, just as another person talking to you right now, I'm wondering how it benefits you or the cause that you're championing.
You cut that off.
No. Don't touch my camera.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
Anybody leave, sir?
No, don't touch me, Sergeant.
It says no audio, video recording.
And that's an
in the
unlawful
building.
sign. That's your policy. No,
Come on.
don't put your hands on me.
Come on.
Don't put your hands on. You know what? Your
on.
your qualified immunity is about to go out the window.
Okay.
You're touching me. Stop. Get off me.
Yeah.
Get off me. No. Get off me.
You've been asked to leave.
And I've respectfully declined.
Okay.
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 I've given you a lawful verbal command.
You're not giving me a lawful verbal command to do anything because I'm not trespassing, and I am within the law.
The posted sign.
The posted sign is not a lawful sign. Go research filming inside of a jail. As long as I am not recording the interactions between the inmate and their lawyer, I can do what I'm doing right now. And you have no legal ground to make me leave.
I'm asking you to step out.
And I'm telling you no.
Is it worth it?
You're asking me if it's worth it? You're damn right. It's called our rights. And this is worth it. So I'm going to ask you the same thing. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to you to lose your qualified immunity and put your hands on me and force me to do something that I am doing that's lawful?
Giving you a lawful verbal command.
You're not giving me a lawful. No. For what? On what grounds?
Exit the building.
This is a public lobby in a
Are you
public.
here to visit someone?
I'm here to visit you right now.
Okay, you're loitering.
No, I'm
So you
not.
need
I have a purpose. Loitering means to
You're
aimlessly
not here
waste.
to visit me, sir.
Aimlessly waste one's time or loaf. That's what loitering is. I have a purpose. It's recording the interactions of
Can't
public.
do it in this building.
Yes, I can. Just want to make sure. Norton
Yes, sir.
and Weishar.
Yeah, Sergeant Wise.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm doing my best to have a friendly conversation with you, and I'm going to continue to.
Okay.
But I find it really interesting that, you know,
That what? That I respect my privacy.
yeah, that you respect your privacy. Okay. That's how you can characterize it. I just asked your name.
That's how I can characterize it.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Salvation is secure in persons, papers, records, everything, right?
Okay, so
Fourth Amendment.
everything in this building is public except your identity? Is that your legal
No, that's my
position?
private.
Okay.
I don't have to give it to you unless I've broken the law, and I don't have to provide a license unless you pull me over,
I
right?
did not sign anything.
I'll tell you what,
that said you
Sergeant
were
Weishaupt, I will
restricted.
tell you my name is Daniel.
Daniel?
Yes.
Well, thank you.
How about that? You want
Nice-
to shake my hand? Nice to meet you,
you,
Sergeant
Daniel.
Weishaupt. Nice to meet you.
Daniel, I got to tell you, I think your mission and your methods are counterproductive to the First Amendment.
You think so?
Yes.
How?
By coming in a public place like this and attempting to start conflicts with
No.
law enforcement officers who are just doing, no, really.
No. See, all right, wait. First, you establish it's a
I
public
don't.
place.
Hold on. Let me finish, and I'll let
Oh,
you go.
all right.
Okay?
Go ahead.
I
Absolutely.
think a reasonable person viewing this video and viewing your actions would say that what you were doing here is trying to start a conflict with law enforcement officers who are just doing their job and trying to uphold their policies in the law. And just because you have educated yourself on a very narrow band of case law and law.
Well, first, the case law I've educated myself on pertains to the state of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama, being the 11th Circuit. I've also researched and read the OCGA, and I have covered myself on clearly loitering, trespassing, public photography, the rules and regulations by the law governing public photography in a jail. And I'll tell you, just because you have an irrelevant sign posted on your door does not make it lawful. So therefore, I don't have to follow it. That might be for you guys, and your policies pertain to you, but it doesn't pertain to me as JQ citizen.
And I understand everything you just said, but you haven't responded to what I've said.
Okay, what is the what was the question? So I can give you a response.
What I have said is you have come in here with no other purpose than to prove that you can and to try and initiate a conflict with law enforcement officers.
No, that's just I came in here
with
with
understand my viewpoint on that?
No other purpose other than I can, and yet I had 4 deputies surround me. 4 deputies put hands on me, trying to make me leave a public building.
I haven't touched you. I'm sorry. Shake your hand, sir.
I'm sorry. 3.
I haven't touched you. Okay.
You belly bumped me, but we'll just belly bump the camera. But still, listen.
I have a large stomach. I'm sorry.
So got a lot of money invested in this thing. But listen, you established for me that this is a public area. You established for me that I'm allowed to do this.
I beg your pardon?
You just established that I'm allowed to do this. That the only reason why what he said was the only reason why I am filming is because I'm allowed to.
All right. I understand what you're saying, and you're trying to twist me around semantically, and I won't have it.
It's crazy how that works.
I haven't given you permission. Okay.
Permission to what?
To do what you're doing. The fact that I haven't.
I don't need your permission, though.
I understand.
Okay. So since I don't need your permission, and it's established in law that I can do this, I should not be harassed. Okay.
Each of these meeting has to get written consent
for what?
The sheriff or his designee to video record in here. And what I'm going to do right now is we're getting criminal trespass paperwork for you, and we're going to serve you with that. And you'll need to vacate the premises. And if not, you'll be taken into custody.
Criminal trespass.
Yes.
What law have I broke?
We've asked you to leave, sir.
What law have I broke?
You're not leaving. You're violating the policy.
Is this a public place?
Not having cell phones in here for the inmates.
I'm not an inmate.
Privacy as well. And we will serve you with that in just a second. Okay? So you know what your options are, correct?
Take an illegal or an unlawful trespass warning? Is that what you're saying?
I'm about to issue a criminal trespass.
A criminal trespass. Criminal trespass. What have I destroyed to make it a criminal trespass in a public location? $500 or more, right? Destruction of property, $500 or more?
You've been informed to leave, sir.
Okay.
You've been informed of our rules.
I was asked to leave. I was asked to leave, and I said I respectfully declined. Oh, she's got a cell phone. You better make her leave.
Yes, it says that he can take photographs, however, he cannot film us if we are in a public place, and that is violating Georgia law.
Thanks.
Let me see. What is it?
It's violating our law. You're violating our rights.
So
you cannot
here,
film us.
don't hold her camera, sir. Here, ma'am.
And so where did you get that information from?
So here's what's gonna happen.
Wikipedia?
Hold on, sir. Don't worry about
it. Wikipedia. You responded to Wikipedia?
I'm going to ask you to leave at this time. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask you to leave at this time. If not, then I'm going to give you the paperwork. And then we'll go from there, okay?
The paperwork that's going to tell me I have to leave a public place? I mean, I'm sitting minding my own business.
You're recording, sir.
So what? First Amendment protected activity.
You don't see signs posted everywhere of no cell phones in here?
Sir, you're upsetting the people that are here.
You are.
My rights don't end where their feelings begin.
Okay, this is why we have policy.
You have a policy. Policy is not the law. Policy is a policy. That's a departmental policy.
I'll be right back with the paperwork.
Okay. So now he's going to criminally trespass me from a public lobby because a irrelevant sign posted on the door that says I can't do what I'm allowed to be doing by the law. And you wonder why I'm doing this. This is exactly why. Your lieutenant wants to criminally trespass me from a public place. You established it, that this is a public place.
Well,
And I'm not breaking the law.
Hold on. Lots of places are public places, and you can be criminally trespassed from
Okay, name one.
any business, any home.
No.
Yeah. And it,
Whoa.
You said
Oh,
name
my
it?
God. You
Those
just
places-
said business and home.
Well,
Both
home.
of those are private. They are
Okay.
owned by an individual.
Okay.
This is owned by the county, the
Okay.
taxpayers. It is public.
Okay.
So as long as I am sitting here and I am not breaking any laws, which
Okay.
I haven't,
Okay.
then I can't be criminally trespassed.
Okay. Well, maybe you should talk with your lawyer about that, okay?
He's watching.
Okay.
118-10-6, landline conference.
Yeah, 770-499-4200. Hey, baby, if you're watching, I may or may not be home tonight. Yeah, I'm live streaming to my YouTube channel, y'all.
On YouTube.
Yes, ma'am. Run a channel called Taking a Stand.
I want a consent form for my face to be on there.
Don't need one.
Yeah.
This is for entertainment or education purposes. This is
I
not.
have
This,
to find one for my school for my child to be.
okay.
So I do not want to be on there.
Then turn around and go over there.
Well, why can't you
I'm-
turn around and go?
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but just we're trying to resolve this.
It will be resolved very shortly.
Well, the resolution is just walk away. Walk away.
Okay. Well,
I know you don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. Oh, there's Miss. I don't want to be on film.
yeah. Come on, sir. I can do this as much as you can, okay?
Okay. And you know what this
all
is?
I'm trying to do is be courteous to these other people who have no interest in being involved in this situation.
So
And you're talking about legalities, and I'm just talking about a courtesy.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep them off the camera that they would rather not be on. And
What
you
was
want to
that?
hold on. And you want to tell me that they have no legal rights not to be on the camera, and I don't have the statute to tell you that you're wrong.
Okay.
But I can tell you, as a human being in here, I am acting out of consideration for the other people behind.
Well, I'm
which
glad
is
you're
something that you're
babysitting
not
them.
doing. That.
I'm glad you're babysitting them.
Well, I think your characterization of what I just said is way off base.
Well,
but again,
I mean, that's what when an adult watches over somebody else and protects their feelings and protects their image from being on film when they are currently being recorded by you guys, and they pass at least 50 cameras getting to this point from their house.
that's right.
It's unreasonable for anyone to expect that they're not going to be recorded. I mean, honestly, I wasn't recording her at all.
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's absolutely ludicrous to tell someone who's doing a live feed, who's videotaping or taking pictures, to say, "Don't do that to me," because now you've got my attention. Happened last night in a jail over in Dauphin County. Woman raised all holy hell. I was taking pictures of the signs. That's exactly what I was going to do when I came in here. But it changed as soon as that tall African American deputy put his hands on me. Then it became battery.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you waiting for me to say something?
No, I thought we
I was
just.
enjoying the silence. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want silence, go back to your office and don't talk.
Well, I got some work waiting for me back there.
See, now there's an adult. He doesn't want to be filmed. He's just holding up a book. so I can't see his face. But, you know, honestly, I have absolutely no interest in anyone over here at all. My interest is documenting what public officials do in the interest of, you know, their duties and how they act on public grounds or in public, interacting with the public. I'm a member of the public. And so far, 3 of y'all have battered me. What would you call it? I bet if I'd reached out and put my hands on you, you probably would shoot me, tase me, pepper spray me, throw me in jail, charge me with battery. It's a double standard, right? Does that seem right to you? I mean, as not lawfully, but as a human being, does it seem right that you are allowed to put your hands on me as another human being?
Now, you want to have a conversation about human beings being considerate of each other?
Yeah, let's do that.
You weren't interested in that on the other topics.
Oh, what do you mean the other topics? You mean following the law?
I keep trying to engage you as a human being.
Well, I am a human being, and I am engaging you. I'm just doing so as an educated human being, which you guys are evidently not used to running into.
I apologize. My knee just touched your foot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, sarcasm. That's awesome. That
See, human beings do that to each other, too.
Yeah, right? But, I mean, honestly, I was threatened with loitering, which does not apply. Now I'm being threatened with criminal trespass for being in the visitor center, which you defined as a public place. I have not...
Because a place is public does not mean that your access is unlimited.
You're right. I'm not going past any of those barriers. I'm in the public lobby.
Nor does it mean it can't be revoked.
And I find it rather ironic, though, that you're telling me I cannot be in here with my cell phone, and yet the woman come over trying to quote a Wikipedia law on her cell phone. What?
No, hold on. Ma'am?
No right. You asked him to turn that off and not feel my rage.
Okay. Sir, what's your intent for recording us?
My
What's
intent?
your intent? Yes, sir.
I document matters of public interest.
Who are you with?
I am with myself.
Okay.
I am doing this as an independent. I go
We are
around
a
and
government building. We have an armed guard here. You crossed the signs that say no cell phone and no recording. So what's going to happen is I'm still waiting on someone to get here for the criminal trespass. If you do not follow, we'll take you into custody. Do you have any questions?
I'm sorry. I crossed what line? I see all of you are armed.
Posted guard line.
Okay.
The posted
I'm
guard
go
line.
talk to your friend now.
The post.
Just so you know.
What posted
Now's
guard
your
line are you
chance to
referring
leave,
to?
sir.
The one that's over there?
No, the one at the door.
The posted guard line at the door.
Yes.
Posted guard line. Where is the posted guard line? Where? I mean, you say there's a posted now. There's a posted guard line over here.
Hey guys, what's going to happen is
There's a posted guard line over there.
With the proper things to issue you both a criminal trespass.
There's a posted guard line over there. This is the visitors parking. This is the visitors entrance. So what posted guard line have I crossed? Cricket? You said I did something. It's posted on the door, but it's not posted on the door.
Didn't you just say I could record in the lobby? Sir, you can record all around here, and you can record if you go
in the door.
There,
I was just in the door.
You cannot record. You and him both were pointing towards the inmates and towards the kiosk that says "Do not record while at or use your phone while up there at the counter." So
I wasn't trying to go to the counter until she addressed me.
He came up here before. The fact of the matter is, guys, he's coming up here. We're going to do the CT, the criminal trespass. If you don't vacate, I'll take you both into custody or whichever one.
How about we just leave now?
You can leave now if you like, sir. You are free to leave at any time, okay? And you're more welcome to come in there without video recording.
But that's your policy, correct?
Sir.
What law? What
I'm just
law?
asking you what law it is, that's all.
Sir.
Let me ask you a question, Lieutenant.
Okay?
Is it because we're overtly using our cameras? Because there was cell phones inside that building.
We don't even let the news come in here. The news has to have the express written consent from the sheriff to film in there.
To film in there or inside? No.
To film inside this building. To film inside the sheriff's office's building down there as well.
Down where?
As you go down.
Well, I can't go down there because it's posted guard line. I know I saw the sign and I didn't go down there.
Okay, I respect y'all.
I am trying to get
y'all
clarity.
Are being very respectful. Okay,
We are,
but we're just going in circles.
You're absolutely right, because I was just told that at the door is posted, there's a guard line.
So
Again, the guard line
we have given you
is over there.
Numerous orders to
Numerous.
Is there any way I can file charges against that deputy for him putting his hands on me?
Numerous unlawful orders, though.
Yeah, I mean, if I come and put your hands on you, I'm going to jail.
I'm going to go in there.
No, battery.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the camera, and if it shows you pushing past my deputy, we'll go take charges out on you. Okay? If my deputy's in the wrong, I'll have to go and review the video.
Right.
But what I'm being told, and everything, like I said, audio and video, is you came in and pushed by and didn't listen to any lawful orders that he gave you to not be recording. Right? He gave you lawful orders to leave.
A lawful order means that it must be in accordance with the law, not policy. He didn't give me a policy
I know
order.
that y'all are in here just to rouse people up. You've made everybody in there upset already.
I don't care.
You've already disturbed everything that's going on here.
That's not my fault.
You seem very visibly upset. And for
Yeah,
what
I'm
reason?
upset. For what? What do you mean? What reason?
What reason, sir?
I had
don't understand
hands
what your
on me.
intent is.
I had educating you guys evidently.
What is your intent, sir?
Edu-
Who are you really with?
I am with me, myself, and I. I do not work for a
We're
news
individuals,
agency.
sir. We're not a group or nothing like that. We're individuals.
I don't make money doing this.
Y'all are free to leave right now if you'd like. Make a phone call. It's up to y'all. Guys, y'all are free to leave, or you can wait.
So we're not detained, correct?
You are not detained, no, sir.
Okay. You ready?
No, I'm not ready.
I'm gonna go walk this way now.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. Free to leave, free to stay, right? So now you're going to block my way?
Yes, absolutely, sir. You've already been asked to leave on it.
So?
You understand we're just waiting on the paperwork.
You understand I am in law? I follow the law?
Audio, video recording without express
Dude, without express permission. Yeah, I have it. No. It doesn't say from the sheriff. I have express permission.
From whom?
The Constitution of the United States of America, First Amendment, the freedom of press. That sign has.
Rule 22.
If you notice that, I apologize. I didn't mean to inadvertently.
have to
do you see anything on here that says what law this sign pertains to?
They have to fill out.
Who's they?
Inside the actual media.
The actual media.
But they know that.
But your sergeant established this is a public place. For Christ's sakes, it's called the flippin' visitor center.
Are you here to visit someone?
I was here to visit you guys. You know, honestly, I wanted to walk in. I wanted to walk in and get pictures of the sign, see if you guys had any medallions or anything like that, and leave. That's the same thing I did the other day at Paulding County. That's the same thing I did out in Smyrna. Walked in, I took pictures, I left.
Did you see any medallions?
Yeah, absolutely, I did. But this is a different county.
Did you see?
No, you know what? Honestly, I got so distracted with you guys battering me that I wound up for my own safety. You know, citizen safety is I sat down. You know, I'm concerned about citizen safety. So now you're posting guard. Right now, which ironically enough is because you are posted outside the door, you are creating a fire hazard. Isn't that some fucking irony? There's a woman behind you wanting to get out, but she can't because you're standing in front of the door. No, she wanted to leave. She didn't have a problem being. She smiled. Hey, you just saying, ma'am. But pretty funny how the sworn officers of the law are breaking the law while I am exercising my First Amendment right. And you can shake your head all you want, but you know I'm right.
I know you're right. Oh, take that out of context. I know you're right.
I know I'm right.
You can put that in a 2-second clip and tell everyone I agreed with you. You're wrong, Daniel.
How do you figure
think you're protecting the First Amendment, and you're coming here causing a problem just to prove you can? There you go.
I'm not causing.
Share that with your channel.
I'm not causing the problem.
You
You guys
the
are.
Constitution, and you're coming here causing a problem just because you think you can.
Now you look like you're physically upset. I'm sorry. I've ruffled your feathers.
Well, look, Daniel. I mean, it is Daniel, right?
It is.
Is that okay if I call you that?
Sure. What's your first name?
I don't go by that at work. I apologize. It's nothing personal. Weishar is my name.
Weishar? Okay.
Okay. Because you're taking our valuable time.
I'm not taking your valuable time.
Okay.
You are choosing to be out here.
I'll tell you what. I am happy to have a very candid conversation with you about this.
Okay.
But I don't want to share that conversation with the world, and you want to share it with the world.
It's called education.
Okay.
Because there's other people who may want.
I am a person who enjoys sharing my thoughts with people, but not with everybody on the planet. So no disrespect to your followers, but
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I unfortunately I didn't catch that. Here, oh, there we go. Boom. Now, ironically enough, the no audio or video recording without express permission sign that has no Georgia code established with it is being strictly enforced. But no weapons in accordance with OCGA 16-11-127 prohibits a person from entering with a weapon, to include a knife. And the fellow that just walked out had a knife on him. But the deputy was so kind as to hold the knife for him so he could go back in and retrieve his keys.
So you can stay out here and video all you want around here.
Mm-hmm.
But when he issues you the criminal trespass warning, if you go back in, then we'll take you into custody, okay? But you can stay out here, record, walk around all you want, okay?
Oh, my bad. My lawyer was just trying to call. Damn. Felipe, call me back, please.
I'll be right here with you, sir.
Okay.
Right back there.
Hey, Felipe, please give me a call back.
169.
Felipe. Oh, hold on, I got to. Okay. Are you guys still seeing me? My live stream still? Uh-oh. Run, Forrest. All right. Nice. Okay, so I was on the phone with Felipe. I don't know if it cut out or at what point it cut out, but I had a deputy actually stand in front of me and issue an unlawful criminal trespass warning that if I go back inside the lobby within the next 6 months, that I will be criminally trespassed and taken into custody. So I, of course, just like what Felipe was saying, what everyone else says, what law did I break to warrant a criminal trespass warning to begin with? And they could not quote one. The only OCGA statute that they quoted to me was the statute for criminal trespass. Well, I hadn't destroyed $500 worth of property, and I hadn't broke any other laws. So, he did.
Okay, cool.
Just got the phone with him.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we referred to the 4 officers that were standing out as the defendant.
Okay.
And I'm back live streaming now.
Cool. Yeah, everybody was worried about you, man. I was coming up there and he was talking to you, and I was on the phone with Felipe, and I had to go off live for a minute.
Yeah.
I called up Felipe and talked to him, and he said, we got a case.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, we got a case.
Absolutely.
So,
both of us do.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it goes back to first, I walked in, I wasn't live streamed, and I was just, chillaxing, doing my normal thing, walk in, pictures, plaques, et cetera, et cetera. And when the deputy went hands-on with Georgia Community Watch, that's when I started recording over there. When I got physically pushed out of the door of the lobby, I stepped outside and went live and went back in. So, for the new thing I'm going to coin from now on is civilian safety. I took a seat to sort of protect my back. While I was sitting down, 2 or 3 different deputies put their hands on me. And, of course, they were trying to quote statutes or policies, this, that, and the other, and absolutely hated the fact that they couldn't get me for loitering, and that they couldn't get me, technically they couldn't get me for trespassing, although they illegally served me a criminal trespass warning.
Just a warning?
Oh yeah, he gave me a warning and said I'm not allowed to go back inside the building for 6 months. If I walk back inside the building for 6 months, they will take me into custody immediately.
Under what charge?
Criminal trespass.
Really?
Yeah, after not breaking the law that warranted a criminal trespass. So
you don't have to have it in writing.
No. Well, they said it's on film. I said, you're absolutely right. It is, and it's live streamed. Right. But it's not what it is. So anyway, jackasses up in Cobb County, man. At the visitor center, the place where the public comes, you cannot record at the visitor centers, they think. So
I hope you got it on film where he pushed you.
Yeah, I was live streaming that time.
Okay, cool.
Not only that, but worst case scenario is, if we take the legal route with this and they become, like I said, named as the defendant, then all we got to do is subpoena the lobby footage,
exactly,
which is audio, video recording.
Can't you FOIA that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, it's called the Georgia Open Records Act.
Exactly.
So, where FOIA being federal, this is Georgia. We can do a Georgia Open Records Act and show where they actually put hands on and go from there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think after all that tomfoolery and shenanigans that we just had, I'm probably going to wrap it up here in North Georgia and head on back down to Hinesville.
That's all right. That's all right. We got the. They might be destroying the evidence in there, but we got it on film here on our cameras.
Did I get an incident number? No, I only got a verbal criminal trespass warning. So I had, and literally, folks, while I was on the phone with Felipe, this deputy literally stepped in front of me, stood at the position of attention, like as if that was supposed to make it more standing or more official. He stood at the position of attention and verbally served me with a criminal trespass warning that I was not allowed to go back inside the building for 6 months. So now we've got, oh, they're following. Fuck you. Yeah. Right there, Copper. Bird is the word. That's right. No, so I didn't flip him the bird. That was a peace sign. That was just his half. Well, as far as being served, I believe Georgia Community Watch. He was standing down on the sidewalk a bit of ways, and he was filming back up towards me. So I hope he's got that on film. But no, I don't do Uber. I drive basically right up to where I'm going to go. I'm not hiding. You know, if we're not breaking the law, what the hell does it matter? You know, I personally feel that if I'm going to be out here doing these things, hell, back home, I'll drive right up to the sheriff's station in my POV. It's just, hey, we're not breaking the law. They don't like being held accountable. That's on them. You know, I have no control over their feelings. Draw is a language. Yeah, you're damn right it is. I speak 2 languages, English and redneck. Hey, I appreciate everybody out there having our backs. You know, the more you do things, the more you get knowledgeable, the more you actually know where the line in the sand is, that, you know, the more ground you're willing to stand. You know, when I first did this, I was nervous, you know. I was real nervous. But going back, and my wife will tell you, I spend hours and hours on hours studying the law, reading case law, going back and looking at other cases that are similar to this, and making myself smart on what can and cannot be done. Just like when they tried to tell me that I was loitering. Well, loitering is to aimlessly waste one's time or loaf. And since I had a purpose for being there, recording, exercising my rights, I could not be charged with loitering. So they shut up about the loitering. Then they turned around and tried to go with the whole criminal trespassing. So it went from them committing battery to me loitering to me violating an unlawful sign, going all the way down to them illegally or issuing an unlawful criminal trespass warning. So it's,
I guess the saying goes, pick your battles.
Yeah, exactly. And Felipe did tell me, look, don't go back in. You got away. You know, they already committed battery. They've already broke the law. So no sense in going back in and pushing the issue. I like my wife's cooking, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. I mean, our attorney's going to take care of it. Like I said, Felipe told him, well, actually told us not to go back in. We've already got the footage and everything.
Yeah, absolutely, Poetic. I have what I need.
You know, and like
Thanks for watching, brother.
Like I said, guys, it's you pick your battles, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely pick your battles. I mean,
yes.
It's not
assaulted.
Somebody said you look scared. I said, no, it ain't about being scared, man. You know, it's about picking your battles, man. Yeah. It definitely is about picking your battles. It's not about, you know, going there and acting all tough. And,
well, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. You know, you are one of them that sets the bar high for all the rest of us to follow. And I've watched a lot of your videos. And
yeah, be smart.
And,
exactly.
And I've learned a lot. And the online live chats that we've been doing has definitely helped.
Where it hurts in the pockets.
So, hey, I appreciate everything that you guys have done to help and support me. I appreciate the information that's being shared. I am going to post up some information that I've gotten back in response to my subpoena that I got. It's very, very comical.
Everybody supporting us.
Along with the information that I've got back from the Richmond Hill attorney,
I got the
the city's attorney, that told me that there was absolutely no value in pursuing to find out who it was that actually lied when I was there. He doesn't think that it's worth it. So I guess in the city's mind that it's just fine to go ahead and lie and file a verbal false police report in an attempt to get me hemmed up. So I'll probably spend some more time out there in Richmond Hill. But I'm going to get off this and attempt to make it back home. If I'm able to make it back home without being pulled over, harassed, arrested, beat up, or whatever, then I'll be back on later on, at least to give a thumbs up and a shout out. So again, thank you very much for being out there, and love you all. I mean, this is awesome, family, and I appreciate everything you guys have done. Stay safe and hey, educate yourself on this.
All right, guys.
Be well. Peace.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. You guys have a good one.
I'm not afraid. Yeah. It's been a ride. I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one. Now some of you might still be in that place. If you're trying to get out, just follow me.